Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Joseph Beavers.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Captain James T. Kirk. Now, is anyone a Star Trek fan here? Any Trekkies? Okay, we got 2 here. I'm not. But, that's fine, whatever. But there is a man who was so heavily influenced by this show and by what it sort of represented, how exploring with no boundaries, that he managed to create $1 billion corporation that has over 400 companies all over the world. Now currently, he is actually funding this project. Now this is Spaceport America in New Mexico, with the whole image of delivering passengers on a suborbital space ride for a relatively small cost of $200,000 per seat right now, with the intention of lowering the price over the years as it expands and grows. Now the leader that does this is Richard Branson. Richard Branson started Virgin, and he started it's called the Virgin Group. It's the main corporation that he is sort of behind. Now he owns the entire corporation, but what Richard Branson does that's so intelligent is he licenses out his name, Virgin, into different ventures, and he leases that out, and so people can use his name to sort of associate with their products and expand more rapidly. And he said, my interest in life comes from setting myself huge, apparently unachievable challenges and trying to rise above them. From the perspective of wanting to live life to the fullest, I feel like I have to attempt it. Now, Richard Branson started out in 1970 in London. And his first sort of thing that he did, he has over 400 companies that he deals with, and this is just some of the brands that he deals with. He lends out his name to everything. So products and services, he's in beverages, he's in airlines, games, consumer electronics, he's in household items, he's in commercial spaceflight, he's in mobile phones, which I actually happen to have when I was 12, Virgin Mobile. And you know, he's in so many different markets, and what's so great about him is that he's not limited by anything. He uses his resources and he sort of allocates money to whatever he wants. And if it doesn't work, he doesn't, sort of kick himself around. He finds new ways to do it, or he realizes a bad opportunity, and so he goes and moves on to something else. Now he started out with Virgin Records in 1970, and what he did is he got cutout records from over the British River, and he would sell them out of the back of his truck. And so after doing this for a long time, because he could get them at a discount price, he opened his first record shop on Oxford Street in London. The next year, he opens a Virgin recording studio off sort of a little farm that he has, and he sets up a recording studio with another guy. And then a year later, he launches Virgin Records record label, which signed controversial artists like the Sex Pistols and other bands that a lot of record labels weren't wanting to sign at the time. So that's sort of how he sort of jump-started everything. So more Virgin endeavors. As he sort of expanded and grew, he grew into other markets. So Virgin Communications, he got a film corporation with videos and television and broadcasting. He got a 24-hour radio sector. In 1984, he started the Virgin Atlantic Airways, which probably most of y'all are familiar with. It has one of the highest consumer ratings of any airline industry, just because of the excellent service and quality, which is what he's about. And Virgin Group, his original sort of corporation, grew into record labels, retail outlets, exported music, publishing, broadcasting, satellite television, just sort of expanded into media and tons of other outlets. So even more, he made books, he launched his own vodka, he launched his own Coke. He has a mobile brand, which I said was actually really good when I was 12. And he starts a new energy program, and now Virgin Galactic, the first slide that I showed you, the commercial spaceflight, is his latest endeavor, along with a new fuel source that he's sort of in league with Al Gore with. And he said he was a skeptic of sort of global warming and all that until Al Gore convinced him over a luncheon that global warming was real, and he actually started passionately pursuing a way to fix it. So humanitarian efforts. He's a sponsor of Nelson Mandel's The Founders, which is a group of influential men that sort of use their resources on tackling global issues and lending a helping hand or extra money wherever it's needed. So he's focused in Darfur and South Africa. He has started a lot of entrepreneurship programs. He's made a lot of schools in Kenya. He's a member of Global Zero, which is an anti-nuclear war. It's trying to disarm every single nation, and he's also started the Virgin Earth Challenge. And what the Virgin Earth Challenge is, it actually ended last year, but he created a panel, and he said he would give $25 million to someone who could create the most efficient way to lower greenhouse gases. So he sort of incentivized the general public, he left it open, to submit applications and ideas that could lower greenhouse gases, and he's willing to give his own money to sort of promote this. Now, I'm honored, he was knighted by the Queen in 1999, in the United Nations. He got the Correspondent Association Citizen of the World Award. He was voted UK's Dream Boss in 2009, and on Forbes' 2000 list of billionaires, he had a net worth of $4.2 billion. Now, what's so great about Richard Branson, like I said, is he uses his resources in all sorts of ways. He's not limited by, all these expectations. He goes where no man has gone before. He's expanding in such rapid ways and in so many different ways at one time that no one can contain him. What's another good thing about his leadership style is he has sort of a mentality that he wants his company to be more bottom heavy than top heavy. So all of the ideas and all of the sort of the innovations that come about through his endeavors, he dedicates that to the people that he's actually working with. He's co-founded with Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft, in his latest endeavor with the Energy Project and with Virgin Galactic. And he's really an influential person that's going to be on the world stage for a long time coming. Thank you, guys.